Thank you everyone for taking the time to tune in today. Today's episode of the Topping Show is proudly sponsored by Topping Technologies. Topping Technologies is an IT value-added reseller and services company with a special proficiency in IT security. Heck, I see their founder at least twice a day. Gotta say he's quite handsome and brilliant. He's me, you see, that's the joke. If you're an IT leader or business owner, you can reach out to the team at sales@toppingtechnologies.com. Also, we're still giving away a free flamethrower with every IT purchase. Yes, it does come with a fun Picatinny rail adapter, so you can mount it to any standard AR-15 like all awesome accessories can be. Go to toppingtechnologies.com and click the flamethrower button to learn more. Lastly, trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the month, so if you can click that button and tell your friends, I would greatly appreciate it. Now, going over to the business part podcast, you have General Motors Cadillac F1 team to begin, but they will be using Ferrari engines as they try to retool their manufacturing. So they will eventually use Cadillac engines and make about 3 laps around the racetrack. I'm only partially kidding, but they will perhaps have that GM quality, which I guess is a fun gamble, kind of like a coin toss. You may or may not get screwed. I'm only partially exaggerating. I do appreciate the Cadillac CT5V Blackwing and the CT4V Blackwing, the last stick shifts that General Motors makes. Extraordinary feats of engineering. If I won the lottery, I'd probably buy one of each, probably in blue or orange, but I partially digress. This comes to us thanks to Jerry Perez, who's a writer at The Drive. Here you can see that iconic Ferrari logo. He says, quote, Cadillac F1 team will run Ferrari engines until GM power unit is ready. Which, yeah. You can see that iconic prancing pony there. Now, driving the article, they say, quote, Ferrari power unit and gearbox will propel Formula One newcomer Cadillac F1 team for the first 2 seasons in the sport. Mariano confirmed the multi-year agreement, putting the rest of rumors that Honda was also looking to supply General Motors' work team to the end of 2027 season, which, yeah, if I had my choice, I'd say Honda's probably the best bet. Right down biased. I love the old Honda Civic Si. Great for the track and for going to business meetings. I mean, yeah, Honda's been known for reliability for decades. Not as fast as the competition, but darn near bulletproof reliability, but I partially digress. They continue saying, quote, it's been known since the early days that General Motors would not have its powertrain ready for the team's maiden season, opening the door to a variety of engine manufacturers ranging from Renault, which, fun fact, also owns Nissan, Honda, and of course Ferrari. Liberty Media first rejected Andretti's application. However, there seemed to be no need to pursue an engine deal, but the recent happenings after the Las Vegas GP revived negotiations with the available suppliers. Now they say, quote, Ferrari NV today announces multi-year agreement starting from 2026 with Andretti Formula Racing LLC regarding the supply of power unit and gearbox to the racing team led by TWG Global and General Motors. Subject to Andretti Formula Racing LLC reviewing written confirmation from the FIA, F1 that its entry to the 2026 FIA Formula 1 Championship has been accepted and approved. They also say it's interesting to see the Andretti last name mentioned in the statement, considering the official confirmation from F1 Liberty Media, issued a few weeks ago, failed to mention Andretti in several pages. As I mentioned before, the new team head to the F1 grid is really the same as the old one, assembled by Andretti, but modified to a piece of powers that be at Liberty Media. We also know that last week, Cadillac F1 confirmed the hiring of Graham Loudon as team principal. Loudon brings decades of experience to the motorsport world, including F1, WEC, IndyCar, and NASCAR. He's also done, not purposely trying to butcher this, but kind of think it's inevitable. I don't think I got this pronunciation. ZHOU, so Zhao Guanau, GUANYU, who left his manager, who left without a seat for 2025 season. So, it'll be interesting. I mean, Cadillac especially has been known trying to do more of a performance brand. Pretty much I would say the revolution going from luxury to more performance, I would say started around The Matrix, which they didn't sponsor the whole movie series, but yeah, ever notice how all the performance cars in that movie, most of them were, ones being driven were General Motors products, especially the Cadillacs, which in that iteration became much more angular, much more aggressive of styling. And again, the Cadillac V Series are awesome. I mean, you get a Cadillac CT5V Blackwing, comes with a stick shift and a V8. It's track ready out the box. That is phenomenal. I mean, there's so few options for that in North America right now. It's kind of sad in and of itself. But yeah, I think it'll be good marketing by GM. Granted, hopefully the engines don't blow up when they do start using their own motors. But I think it'd be good marketing. Obviously, when it comes to these types of these types of partnerships and these types of marketing initiatives, you could debate how much of an ROI is there really. I mean, a lot of people say it's just a status symbol. Some people say it's to elevate the power of the brand. Again, the cars they're racing in F1 aren't the ones you can go and buy on Monday, which used to be the old adage of the old NASCAR. But I know this is an entirely different series. But again, a lot of luxurious people watch F1. I mean, most of the logos you see are multi-trillion-dollar tech companies. So I suspect it'll be good for the brand of Cadillac. Again, as long as if they can make their engines even more robust, I'd be pretty impressed. Not too surprised they're going to be for using Ferrari engines. I mean, a lot of teams, a lot of people, those teams actually do buy engines from Mercedes and Ferrari throughout the years. Again, Mercedes would be a much more direct competitor to Cadillac, so I'm not surprised they wouldn't go the Mercedes route. But let me know in the comments. Do you think this will be a great, successful business venture for Cadillac? It's one of the very few, newer teams in F1. But let me know what thoughts are, because as always, it'd be fascinating to hear what you have to say. Thank you, everyone, for taking the time to tune in today. Again, try to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so click that button. I greatly appreciate it. Also, give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, or comment. It's a great way to give me some additional feedback, letting me know how I can make sure better and better. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight.